What's up everybody and welcome to my channel. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking to you about wrapping your Subaru headers. Initially when I put the new headers on my car, I heat wrapped them, and I found out somewhat recently you shouldn't do that. If you think about it, heat wrap is a cloth and it's porous, so it'll absorb any liquids that it comes in contact with, and then the heat wrap is in contact with the headers at all times, so it's going to be holding those liquids to the metal. As we know, water, salt, if you live on the East Coast and you have snow and everything, you don't want that on metal. That's what creates rust, obviously. So I mean, I looked up a few things on the Naziak forums. There were people saying why it's okay and why it's not, and I actually decided to unwrap my headers, and I'd say you should not do it. So basically, if it's a daily driver and it comes in contact with all the elements, it's going to get wet and it's going to keep that against the headers. And maybe if you're using it on a track car, that's different because it's not going to see rain all the time, definitely not going to see snow, so that's a different story. But I decided to take the heat wrap off my headers and it completely rusted them out. I mean, I have a clip of what the heat wrap actually looks like, and it's kind of crazy. Some people were saying it won't cause any problems, even if it does make the wall of the headers a little thinner. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but in my case, it actually took off a decent amount of material and actually created an exhaust leak. So instead of heat wrapping your headers, you definitely want to ceramic coat them or get heat shields or something. For the up pipe and the down pipe, that's different because they're more tucked in the engine bay. They're not seeing the elements as often. As you know, this is my daily driver, so it sees all sorts of weather. I'll insert the clip now of what the wrap looked like when I took it off my headers because it's pretty crazy. So even though it is all rusted, obviously there are no holes in my headers that I know of, but look at all that. Like, some of them you can still see the weave of the fiberglass, but then others took off so much it's just a solid slab of rust on there. Like I said, hopefully there are no holes in the headers. I assume not, but obviously it makes the walls of the steel very thin and much more brittle. So obviously down the line I'm gonna have to replace these sooner than headers that were not wrapped. I recommend, and a bunch of other people, if you do anything, get it ceramic coated, as well as maybe making a heat shield, but do not wrap your Subaru headers. Just look at that. That's literally chunks of metal that came off my headers. So this is a short video, but I think it's very crucial that people know this, especially on the East Coast where you're dealing with a lot of rain and snow and even salt from after storms and all that. So don't wrap your headers, get them ceramic coated, do it the right way the first time, and don't try to save a couple bucks like I did, because it'll cost you more in the long run. So hopefully this helps anybody who's looking this up, because I wish I did it right the first time, so hopefully you do it right the first time. Alright, see you next time. Peace. So what's everyone... Can't even speak right now. So what's God damn it. So what's... Let me see.